The battle continues to rage here in California. Lucas Oil AMA Pro Motocross Championship. Battle for second you're watching here. Josh Grant on the blue bike. Ryan Villopoto on the green. And Chad Reed on the yellow. Throw a blanket over the Villopoto trying to make a pass on Grant. And Grant, well, like we said, he is not intimidated. He just moved all the way over to the side of the track and blocked Villopoto straight out. And that's why you see this little gap opening back up again. And as Grant and Villopoto bang bars, that's just allowing Reed to reignite his fire back there and try to get back around Villopoto for third. Here comes the Australian again.
These guys are hauling, okay? Yes. The track is yes, they got a glare going up these hills. They're going to the sun. They can't really even see where they're going. Time of day we are in now. And Alessi is 14 seconds ahead of these guys. I'm not believing how fast the pace is right now. And that Alessi is pulling away.
He's showing he is game for the challenge. It's great racing back here for second, but the whole time it goes down, it allows Alessi to pull further and further away. Yellow flags out. Got to be careful coming into this corner. There's a rider down there. Reed goes all the way to the outside, trying to find new lines. And you see that inside rut did not work for Villopoto. He stumbled, and Reed almost hit a hay bale trying to get around Villopoto.
And see the shadows right there? They can't see very good going up that hill, I would imagine. So when you start flirting with the edge of the track and get a little offline, you're off it.
Grant, back uphill. Villopoto, Reed eating roost from the Works 450 of Villopoto. But he doesn't care at this point. He just wants to get around the guy. And if it takes sitting back there in a couple of corners to set something up, he'll make that happen.
Well, any questions that anyone might have had, and I had them myself, about how fast is Reed going to be outdoors? Is he just out here to kind of have fun, or does he really mean business? How serious is he taking it? I think he's answering that right now.
Let's go back down to the racetrack with Aaron, who's got a report on Chad Reed.
Well, guys, not only is it great to see Chad Reed out here racing, but also his mechanic, Mike Gosler, who has returned again. It was kind of unexpected, but actually Mike had said he did somewhat have an idea after Vegas because Chad was really indecisive from about the halfway point of the Supercross season. He said it's not his first rodeo, so he was going to believe it when he saw it. In fact, he said he started building the bike 2 weeks ago, and Chad only signed his contract just this past Wednesday. He said he knew it was too good to be true. He had big plans to fish in Idaho this summer, but apparently he's going to try to squeeze it in whenever he can.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Aaron. Gosler's not afraid to work. He'll put the fishing poles away to watch Chad Reed go after Josh Grant. While we were down with Aaron, it looks like Villopoto has gotten around Grant, so it's now Alessi, Villopoto, Grant, Reed, and Millsaps has gotten around Short. He's into the number 5 spot, so Short not only did not hitch a ride with these guys, but he's got a little bit further back. Now, the 22 of Reed has got to try to find a way around Grant because look at the distance Villopoto's already opening up, David.
Yeah, fastest in both practice sessions this morning for Chad, and riding his tail off right now and sitting in 4th. Going, how much faster do I have to go, man? Come on.
Well, to go back to what Aaron was mentioning, though, this was such a late decision for Reed. Grant, Villopoto, Alessi, they were testing for this AMA Pro Racing Motocross Tour months ago. Reed did not do any testing really for outdoors. He only got back about a week and a half ago from a vacation in Australia and said, all right, I'm going to do this. So Reed might have a little more to give as the year goes on. The speed is definitely there, but right now Grant holding strong in 3rd and Villopoto getting away in 2nd. As we are 18 minutes into this 30-minute plus 2-lap moto. Now maybe the question is, can Villopoto run down Alessi, but it's 16 seconds. That's the gap that Villopoto has.
Still putting time on these guys.
Yeah.
Mike is, I think a lot of it is the lines. I'm seeing a little mistakes from these guys where they're kind of like, oh man, I should have wheelied over that. And I got in that berm, hit it abrupt, and couldn't get on the gas right away. Each time that we go back to Mike, he's on the gas, and he's not making any mistakes.
Here is Alessi cruising past the mechanics area. All systems go. Whoa, I thought so. Little mistake there, but that's the kind of determination we're seeing from Alessi in this moto.
That's just how hard he hit the berm.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
It wasn't a mistake. The berm's got a big hook in it, and he hit it as fast as he could without getting hung up there.
And just kept the throttle pinned. And look at him hopping through the sand section now. This is a totally different Mike Alessi than we saw in Moto 1. He's kind of the berm blower after there, like they talk about Justin Barsher in the 250 class. I don't know if I've ever seen Mike Alessi be quite this aggressive. Scrubbing jumps, blowing out berms right now, up over the front of the bike there. Is that just a matter of him going so fast that it just breeds those mistakes?
Actually, that's the first time I've seen Mike starting to get hung up a little bit here and there.
Legit mistake. Oh, here goes Reed. Sorry to cut you off, David, but he goes to the inside and makes the move on Grant for 3rd. So Grant dealt with that pressure for a long, long time. Reed finally makes it happen. The question is how much damage was done with Reed losing touch with Villopoto. So you can expect in this last 10 minutes plus 2 laps of this race, something's going to change. Will it be Reed going back after Villopoto? Will it be Villopoto going back after Alessi? Or maybe Grant going back after Reed? Grant on that inside line wants to try to stay close. All right, there's plenty of racing left here. The strategy. Who's going to play their cards right here at Glen Helen? We'll be back with more when we return. Mike Alessi out front. We are ready for a battle here at Glen Helen. The final few laps, Mike Alessi leading the way on the Rockstar Makita Suzuki. But the Monster Energy Kawasaki rider Ryan Villopoto closing a few mistakes from Alessi while out front. David.
Gets a little bit cross-rutted here. There's solid ruts in that face of that jump. He gets cross-rutted in those as well, lost some time. He dropped 4 seconds to Villopoto. Here's a look from the bottom of the hill. So he gets a little bit cross-rutted right there. That was a nice save, but it takes a little bit of energy out of it. Kind of ruins your flow a little bit. Not as bad as what he had the first moto, but Villopoto is on fire. And with the time we have left and the amount of time that Villopoto is picking up per lap, we got a heck of a finish.
At one point, it was 16 seconds, the gap between Alessi and the second place rider. At that moment was Josh Grant. Villopoto has got it down to 6.7. So he has taken more than half of the distance out. And if Villopoto can see Alessi in front of him at some point, you know he's already getting the signal from his mechanic, but if he can see him, look out.
You know what I think happened was Villopoto, or Alessi rather, he pulled out a pretty good lead, and I think, this is what it looked like. He's going, okay, I've got this. All I got to do is be smart, not make any big mistakes, and be pretty fast the rest of the moto, and I've got this. He shouldn't have done that because Villopoto he's so much like Carmichael. I keep saying that. And he's digging, and now Alessi is going to, you can see Alessi just going by the picture, and here comes Villopoto.
It's going to be tough. Can Alessi hang on? Will Villopoto run him down? The conclusion is coming your way. Stay tuned to Speed.